Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks update video. In this video we'll be covering the update as of today, which is 0.9.20. As always, we'll go over new features and changes to be made, and finally we'll test a few of them out here in the world of Stormworks. Now, if you're enjoying this video, comment below and let me know what else you'd like to see in my future videos. While you're there, don't forget that like and subscribe button and the little bell icon to notify my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So said, let's get straight into it and get started with this week's update. So with last week's update, the devs decided to give us Christmas a little bit early here in Stormworks, and we got the addition of the new wedges. Now, not only did we just get regular wedges and regular slopes, we also got inverse pyramids, we got these little cool corner pieces, we got everything we needed to build our creations, and the community's been really hard at work building absolutely amazing creations with this. However, this week, just before Christmas comes in, the devs have decided to give us even bigger Christmas presents, and that's going to be the addition of the new wedges here in game. Now, not only have we got the 2x2 wedges, we now also have the 4x4 wedges, and you can see we have a large variety of different wedges. We have 1x4s, we have 2x4s, 4x4s, all these different kinds of wedges. This is absolutely incredible. Now, for a long time, as we said last week, everyone's been modifying their wedges either by using XML hacks or using wing pieces or using different techniques to get their vehicles to look a little better. Now we've got it. We've now got 2x2s, we now have 4x4s, and I can see these new 4x4s being used in our larger creations, especially our ships now. This is going to be really game changing. I think creation's going to start even looking more beautiful as we move on through with these wedges in game. Now, to actually find these, pretty simple. Just go over to your workbench like we usually do. Go over, you can see I've got a whole bunch of them placed already down. We're going to go ahead and just start a new build here, and you can see you can now find them where we found our 1x2s. We can now see the 1x4s, we have 2x2s, we have the 2x4s, the 4x4s, and a whole bunch of other ones. What we're going to do is let's go and just go and make a big base here, and we'll end up actually placing them down so we can have a look at them and see how they work. Now, they work exactly the same as more or less as the old ones. You can see here, for example, I can grab the 2x4. You can see that's a 2x4 with a nice little slope on it. As always, we can go and drag it. This way we can create some absolutely incredible slopes, especially on your bigger ships. This is going to be really quite useful, I think. Along with that, as you can see, as I drag it across, we also get the little wedges, so we can go and create that even if we want to. This would be really useful for going and making, for example, like a spaceship. As you can see, you can get a really clean design on the spaceship. So let's just go and delete this and have a look at that. So you can imagine there that we have got a beautiful little shape there. You can even do these corner pieces here in the front if you want to, and it kind of gives you an unlimited option of what you want to build here in game. Obviously, you can even imagine that being a bow of a ship. We can obviously just build that up, invert it, and use it for a bow of the ship. We have the actual slopes themselves, the 1x4 slopes. So maybe you didn't want to use all these front pieces, you could just get rid of it, throw down the 1x4 slopes, and you can see now we are starting to get absolutely amazing looking creations just from using these new slopes. And obviously you can combine the 2x4s and the 1x4s together. It's completely up to you. Okay, completely up to you on what you want to do with these blocks. Obviously we've got a couple pre-made ones that I'm going to show you in some creations I've just got spawned in behind us. We'll have a look at in a couple minutes, but you can just see in a couple seconds what we've just gone and done with that new blocks in game is absolutely incredible. We could never do that. It would have looked much more blockier with the old components that we had in game. Now, just closing that off, turning around here, we obviously have two creations. One creation is from myself, and the other one, if I'm correct, is from Sir Mertak. There's been a whole bunch of ones that testers have gone and built, but you can see, for example, on his build, he's gone and used it here in the front section of the actual plane. If I go and look at the top, you can see there on the sides we have these beautiful curves. Underneath we have the great curves. Pretty much everywhere have really enhanced the look of these designs. The same goes as I've gone and just built a new helicopter. This is going to be a a new release coming out very soon. It's the Seahawk version of a Black Hawk. I've used these blocks absolutely everywhere. You can see, have a look at the tail of this helicopter. We were never ever able to get that kind of design on a helicopter. Same goes as the back of this helicopter. It's a very complex design that was very hard to do. I'm gonna see if I can get up here and show you guys. So this was really hard to do with old blocks. Let's go and fold the rotor. You can see here this curve is absolutely incredible. Same goes as the curve on the top of the helicopter, and even the front. Look at the front, the nose of that helicopter. That looks absolutely gorgeous, and that's all using these new blocks that we have in game. You can see, if we just go and close that off here on the side, once again this beautiful smooth curved piece going along the helicopter. Guys, this is going to absolutely change the creations in Stormworks, I believe. Obviously that's up to you to decide that, if you think that is going to happen, but let me know in the comments below what you would like to see coming up in future updates, and also what you might like to see in any of my future videos in terms of creations that I'm building here in Stormworks. Let me know in the comments. I want to see them. I want to see what you guys have suggested. This helicopter is going to be out soon. I'm sure Sir Motac and the rest of the testers are going to be releasing their creations very shortly, as soon as the update is announced, and obviously everything's available up on the workshop and available to the released version of the game. So that's pretty much about it for this week's update. I have got a confirmation that this is probably going to be the last update for the year. We won't be seeing any new components or features until the new year, but obviously that means it's a new year, and we obviously might be expecting a new major update here in Stormworks. So definitely keep in tune, definitely keep updated. If you haven't already, definitely click that little bell icon and the subscribe button for the channel, and keep intact with obviously what comes up in the future for Stormworks here in game. So that's it for this week's update. If you want to see a full list of the changes and fixes, make sure to go check out the announcement in the Stormworks official Discord server. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.